What's going on, everybody? We are back with another Dokkan battle video for you guys. Today's video we are going to be talking about the banners, finally previewing the banners in full. I did this 6 months ago, obviously when the anniversary arrived on JP. I'm doing this now because everything is going to be translated into English, and I have 6 months of using these U2 units to now finally break them down thoroughly. So here we are. First, the data download happened about an hour ago. Shout out to Proton10mg. As usual, he always provides the data downloads on Twitter. Go check out his Twitter profile if you have the chance. And the data download went live, featuring the LRs, the tech Super Saiyan Gods, and the physical Super Saiyan 4s, and then the 2 banner units being Broly and Genron, and the tickets A and B for the respective banners, where you can get these tickets when you summon. So the beasts are finally here on global. They're coming, and they are coming when I can actually provide that. As you can see, the time right there in GMT, I believe that's the time I know overseas in Europe. That's the time zone for there. The time zone, if you convert it, for those who know like off the top of their heads, it's here. First off, shout out Rick55 Gar on Twitter. He provided the exact timing of the banners. He said that the timestamp that they use to display the start date in game translates to July 7th at 10 p.m. Pacific time, or July 8th 1 a.m. Eastern time. That lines up with exactly as the timing that, of course, Kodo provided to us on the Dokkan producer's letter that I uploaded about yesterday. So they said July 7th they will plan to drop the banners Pacific time, July 7th, which lines up to July 8th Eastern time, which is 1 a.m. in the morning, just an hour after midnight for me on the East Coast. So by the time this video goes up, I hope to have it up by midnight. This banner is dropping in 1 hour from now, so I'm going to title it "Banners Dropping 1 Hour. Get ready for the banners." Now let's start talking about the 2 units, because I need to get through that thoroughly. So there you can see on the scheduled time. Shout out this new Dokkan Wiki website once again. I mentioned it earlier in the previous video. This website is new, it's fresh, and I like it. The banners drop for me in about an hour and 20 minutes. But when I put this up, this will be an hour away. So I'll be live by then. If you guys want to jump into the summons and watch me summon along with me, you can do that, absolutely. So let's start previewing the units. I'm going to start with the 2 banner units. First off, this Genron. He leads the GT boss category. His passive, he gets attack and defense 100%. He randomly changes key spears of a certain type to rainbow key spears. A rainbow key spear changer. That's pretty good. That's nice to see. He gets attack and defense 50% first when he gets 2 or more key spears. Then he gets an additional attack and defense plus 50% once more when he gets 3 or more key spears. And then another attack and defense plus 50% when attacking with 4 or more key spears obtained. So once he gets 4 key spears in battle, he'll have an attack and defense boost addition of 150%. Roughly 250% attack and defense in total right there. Then he disables enemies guard with 5 or more key spears obtained. That's actually pretty good for like Super Battle Royale content, or where you're facing enemies. He disables their guard and you can hit them for pretty good damage. He has a 50% chance of performing crit with 6 or more key spears attained. And then lastly, he gets an extra attack and defense at 70%, and then a 50% chance to launch an additional super attack when he has 7 or more key spears. So it adds up very quickly when you have so many key spears obtained. As long as you get him 7 key spears, you're going to get an extra 150% attack and defense, then an extra 70%. So you're going to get a total of 220% attack and defense for this unit. You're going to get a 50% chance to launch an additional super attack. You're going to get a 50% chance to launch a crit. You're going to be guaranteed disabling the enemy's guard. And then, of course, he's a rainbow key spear changer, which is very good for certain teams where units need, key. And they need rainbow key spears in order to do damage or other sort of things. So I like this unit very much. I think this guy is a perfect replacement for the physical Genron, who got his EZ8, but he's not a perfect unit, and this guy is going to be a perfect partner alongside the LR Shadow Dragons, along with the physical Omega Shenron, who I forgot. I can't believe this. He's getting his EZA in part 2 of this anniversary, along with Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I like this unit. They raise their attack and defense for 1 turn. Supreme damage to enemy, that's not bad. And of course, their link set is right here, the links that they get. His best partner is the STR Omega Shenron with his EZA, as well as the physical Omega Shenron, who's getting his EZA in part 2. You guys can see the top 25 partners he has. He shares 7 links with 3 Omega Shenron units in the game. I'm pretty sure these are all the Omega Shenron units in the game, named Omega, right? So he shares 7 out of 7 links, a perfect partner with these Omega Shenron characters. So it's going to be great. He's going to be a great partner to them. And you need their medals. You need the Super Saiyan 4 medals, the LR Super Saiyan 4s. Once the banners go live and events go live later, you'll need their medals in order to awaken this guy. Next up, the weaker of the banner units is this SCR Broly. Not too impressed, really. He leads movie bosses, which is good, you know. Sin Shenron leads GT bosses. He leads movie bosses. His passive, he gets attack and defense 180%. He gets an additional attack and defense 80% when he performs as super. That's actually nice. He's able to disable enemies' guard with 2 or more key spheres obtained. He launches an additional super once he gets 6 or more key spheres. And then attacks effective. There are attacks effective against all types if the target enemy's HP is 80% or less when attacking. That's nice for like Super Battle Road, in my opinion. Now that's not bad. And then he delivers. You need to deliver the final blow with this unit to get 26 HP in return at the end of a turn. In comparison to the Broly, I mean the Sin Shenron on the Super Saiyan 4's banner, it's not that this unit is bad. It's a lot lacking. What he does is very lacking compared to the Omega Shenron, getting so many attack and defense boosts, being able to disable enemies' guard. They both have the capability of that. That's good. The Omega Shenron can launch an additional super attack a bit easier. I mean, they both need 6 key in order to do that, but when you look at it, yeah, 7 key actually. But for this unit, because he's an orb chainer, because he is an orb changer, it helps very much that this Sin Shenron is able to get to 7 key easily. That, and then he has the good link set with all those Omega Shenron characters. It's too good. It really is too good in comparison to his Broly. They have the same super attack effect, 1 turn raise in attack and defense. The link set is alright. He links well with the Wrath Broly, the full power Super Saiyan Broly, the SCR LR Super Saiyan Broly with his EZA. So I mean, he can be usable, but the problem with this unit is his categories. He only has 3 of them. He's more suitable as a type on a typing team, which would be like Extreme SCR, or of course movie bosses. But the lack of categories this Dragon Ball Super Broly has, it can be a problem, especially because he's base form. Not enough categories for this base form Broly from the Broly movie, honestly. Now let's get to the nitty gritty, and that is the 2 LRs we need to talk about. LR Super Saiyan God Goku and Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I'm going to compare them, talk about them side by side very quickly, because these 2 units are very similar. They're super, absolutely, and they're very similar before their active skill transformations. So, for the LR guards, I'm going to start with them. These 2 units have 2 differences in their leader skill. Power Beyond Super Saiyan is introduced by the Tech Gods. This category in a nutshell features all Super Saiyan forms from Super Saiyan 2 all the way to Super Saiyan Blue. So you will not see Super Saiyan 1, you will not see, and that's pretty much it. You will not see Ultra Instinct, of course, you won't see any God transformation, any sort of thing like that. So Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan God, and Super Saiyan Blue are what you will see here from this category. Now, there are base form characters, but that's because they transform, of course. And then, like units like Goten and Trunks, they feature Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks in the art. So, and in the the character super attack animation. So, that is why this category is the way it is, honestly. So I think it's a very good category in my opinion. I really like it a lot. This category is very wide ranging, you know. Now they also lead movie heroes, a key +3, all stats 170%, and as the original 200% leaders of the game of Dokkan, they started off this whole meta on JP. Of course, global, you know, because of scheduling, Golden Week units or Majin Vegeta for Saiyan Day ended up debuting the 200% meta, but this unit of course introduces the 200% buff for units on Power Beyond 2% or movie heroes that are part of Kamehameha getting a full 200% boost from their leader skill. Very nice. They have an entrance animation. You guys have seen the entrance animations of course throughout the time. I actually can't show it right now because I set them off, right? But you guys saw the entrance animations in the animation showcase videos I put out yesterday, so you guys know about it. This unit has guaranteed guard in the first turn of their appearance. They get an additional key +1 per type key spear obtained, and an attack and defense +77% for 7 turns from the start of turn. They have a base attack and defense of 120%. They get an additional key +1 per type key spear obtained, meaning they get key +2 per type key spear obtained for the first 7 turns. For the first 7 turns from the start of turn, and then it's just regularly key +1 per type key spear obtained. They have a chance of performing a critical hit +7% per rainbow key spear obtained. They launch an additional super attack when they have 20 or more key, and attacks are effective against all types when key is 24. Very interesting. The best things about this unit is the active skill transformation. They go from Super Saiyan God to Super Saiyan Blue after 4 turns from the start of battle, which is great. And then their super attack, both the 12 and 18 key super attacks, both raise their attack and defense, stacking it. They raise it infinitely, and they are stackers, which is one of the best things about these 2 units. They both stack infinitely on both super attacks, so it's easy to raise their attack and defense to high levels when you're in difficult content, which is great. They lead, of course, Power Beyond Super Saiyan movie heroes. They have these categories, link skills, of course, and this is what they look like at max level. And then, of course, post transformation, they turn into Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta. Very interesting unit. Now, post transformation, they have an attack and defense of 177%. They get key +2 per type key spear obtained. So you get basically getting 3 key each time you get like a tech rainbow, a tech key spear, right? They have a chance of performing a critical hit and a chance of evading enemies' attack +7% per rainbow key spear obtained. So this unit has innate hidden potential system abilities in the kit for this unit, being able to crit and being able to evade, so it makes it even better of going towards giving them a lot of additional in their hidden potential system. Attacks effective against all types when key is 16 or more, so that's very noteworthy. They need a lot of key, a good amount of key, in order to really do some real damage to a lot of enemies. They launch an additional super attack when key is 20 or more. That is huge. And then they have a 30% chance of performing a crit, as well as a 30% chance of evading the enemy's attack. This unit is amazing. I love the kit. I love their active skills, especially when they transform. The OST is one of my favorites. The fusion in Goku Vegeta and the Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. You guys need to be. It can be activated when HP is 50% or less, or when facing only one enemy whose HP is 50% or less. So you need to be hurt really bad, or the enemy has to be hurt really bad in order to pop off this active skill. And it does ultimate damage, and as well as that, the turn in which you activate it, all attacks become critical hits for this unit. So that is insane. Being able to have a full turn where you can crit the enemy is huge, especially in difficult content. So on their super attacks, they lose the ability to stack their attack and defense, and instead now they greatly raise their attack and defense on the 12 key, and on the 18 key they massively raise their attack and defense for 1 turn. They cause mecha colossal damage, and they're also able to disable the enemy's action once within the turn, which means they're able to negate an attack. Now you're not able to really specify what attack. The very first attack that they pull off after you perform your 18 key super attack is what gets negated. It won't be guaranteed to be a super attack. You never know. Sometimes it might have been a super attack that happens first, but you can negate it because of the 18 key super. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. It doesn't negate all attacks. It's not used as a stun, but if you're lucky, you could possibly, you know, negate a enemy super attack, especially in difficult content where you could get hit really hard. And then they're partners. They are partners to themselves greatly. When they transform, they link up very well. 7 out of 7 links. 6 out of 7 links, along with the physical the physical blue Goku, Kaioken, and Evolution Blue Vegeta. They share 5 links with Tech Super Gogeta, and they share a good amount of links with a lot of the Super Saiyan characters that you see, excluding really Super Saiyan 4. A lot of the Vegito Blues, a lot of the Super Saiyan Blue Gokus, a lot of the Super Gogetas, Super Saiyan Blue Gogetas of the world. They share a lot of good links, and that shows you the Power Beyond Super Saiyan category. They share a lot of links with units that are going to be on this team, as well as, you know, they get a full 200% boost. So that's really good to know. So that is something very important to know. I like this unit a lot, especially because they're able to possibly get crits a lot, potentially because of their kit. 30% chance to get a crit, and you can get even more given how many rainbow key spears you get, as well as the 30% chance to perform a evade, to dodge. That's also really good and could come in handy in very difficult content, like when you can dodge. Now let's talk about the Super Saiyan 4s. Yeah, this video is not going to be out by 12 o'clock midnight because I have 5 minutes, but it will be out at least 40 minutes before the banners go live. I can promise that. Now, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, they lead Fused Fighters. If you're unsure what this category is, if you play Dragon Ball Legends, you know what this category is. They have united the Potara characters, the Fusion Dance characters, and any type of union characters like Piccolo merging with Nail or Kami. They are able to pull that off. They're able to get a lot of the Dragon Ball Fusions characters, of course, the Potara characters, the Fusion Dance units, Super 17 because he's the fusion of Hellfighter and Android 17. A lot of these characters here are never been on Fusion, any type of Fusion team in Dokkan until now. So Android 13 is here as well. I mean, you don't probably want to have these units on this team, but at the same time, it's possible if need be, right? So this category unites all fusion, all merge characters, all characters that perform some sort of special fusion. Doesn't matter what it is, but it does. This is the new category. This is the new fusion category, basically. And then we have GT heroes, and of course key +3 for the categories, and then all stats 170. And they also give a 200% boost to units that are part of the Kamehameha category that are in either of the 2 categories, Fused Fighters or GT heroes. So that is also really good. Now, I really don't need to talk about their passive because it is literally the exact same as the gods. That's why these 2 units are so easy to compare. Because they're so similar at, you know, in their initial base form pre-active skill, except for the stats. The stats vary obviously given what they did, and then the link skills also vary. They're both able to stack their attack and their super attacks at the 12 and 18 key supers. Both stack it infinitely, so that's it. And then of course their links are different. They have GT, they have Saiyan Roar, they have Shocking Speed. So those are some links that you guys need to take into consideration. And their best partners are themselves, post-active skill, we'll get to that. The Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, you guys can see it, they vary really. The Super Saiyan 4s need other Super Saiyan 4 characters or GT characters as a whole basically to link very well with them. So any Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta, or Gogeta will work. And then they still link up decently with a lot of the other Super Saiyan characters, but the problem is they just don't get links. It's not link skills, it's more so attack and defense skills, link skills. So you're not going to be seeing a lot of key given between the LR Gods and the LR Super Saiyan 4s between each other. But they are still a very good rotation, especially if you're in a difficult event like Extreme Super Battle Road. If you get 2 of them to start a battle, they both have guaranteed guard, and that is killer. That is absolutely killer. Now, post-active skill, they become Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who gets his first LR in Dokkan ever. This is the first LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta represented in the game. It took us 7 years, but we finally got there. Gogeta has an LR as the Super Saiyan 4. And this guy, at the moment on Global, may just be the king of Dokkan right now, because these 2 units are the 2 best units in the game. But because of a couple things with this Gogeta, he may have an edge, in some people's opinion, to the LR Gods. Attack and defense plus 177%. Everything is the same pretty much, except for a couple things. Number 1, right here, he has a chance of performing a critical hit just like the Gods, but he has a chance of reducing damage. Well, not a chance. He reduces damage received by 7% per Rainbow Key Spirit obtained. So he has the capability of damage reduction. That plays huge. That is a huge factor when you talk about Ultimate Red Zone, which is now out. And when the banners go live in an hour, you guys who pull him will see the power he has in this event, especially when he is probably, and along with the Gods, the best options you want to have as the guys leading in, of course, this category. I mean, in that event, right? Of course, him being a Gogeta unit, unlike the Gods right here, he gets a guaranteed attacks effective against all types effect. So he doesn't need a key restriction. He doesn't need 16 or 20 key. He is guaranteed to be effective against all types. That's just all Gogeta units in the nature of Dokkan, right? He has a 30% chance of performing a critical hit. He, just like the Gods as well, he has a 50% chance of launching an additional super attack, something that the Gods don't have unless you get 20 or more key. They're guaranteed to get a additional super attack when key is 20 or more. So maybe that's where you could give it, you know, you would like to see that with the LR Gods, but at the same time, at least Gogeta has that 50% chance, right? So it's 50-50 that he does an additional super. And then he has a 50% chance of evading enemy super attack and countering with tremendous power. I was hoping that this would be more so like nullification, where it would prevent any type of effect going into play from an enemy super. And, you know, no damage possible, nothing bad can happen, but at least you're able to evade and then counter with tremendous power. So that's good. So this Gogeta is able to dodge supers and counter, which is unique to him. He has the capability of damage reduction per Rainbow Key Spirit attained, which is unique to him. And he is able to be attacks effective against all types. And then a 50% chance of launching an additional super. So innately, Gogeta hits harder at times than the LR Gods, especially if you do not manage to pull off the key restriction with the Gods, where you're going to need 16 key, be effective against all types, 20 key to do additional super. Gogeta just has that capability of doing it, and when he pops off, he is going to be a force. He is going to be an absolute force. Just like the Gods, his active skill can be activated if your HP is below 50% or at 50%. Or if you're facing one enemy whose HP is also 50% or below, and once only. And then once again, ultimate damage modifier, and then all attacks become critical hits in the turn, meaning Gogeta is going to be hitting even harder than he usually does. Both supers, 12 key greatly raises his attack and defense, 18 key also does the same as the Gods, as well as disabling enemies' action once within a turn. Very, very nice. And then lastly, obviously you can see the teams this unit is on, very good teams that this unit could be ran on, along with the Gods, and then the Link skill one more time. And then of course, as we know, their best partners themselves. Keep one as Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta and one as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta if you can. The LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta are getting their EZA in part 3. Technically, actually, part EX, if they're going to do that again this year. Basically a 4th short and final part of the anniversary, coming right at the very end, like within the last week or so. That will be arriving, and then that's pretty much it. So you can see they link good with other Giant A power category units, basically, that are Super Saiyan 4. And then they're alright linking up with a lot of the Gogetas of the world, the Super Gogetas of the world, the Super Vegetos of the world, even the LR Gods. So, in the interest of talking about should you summon for these 2 units, absolutely. There is zero reason to be hesitant about summoning. This is the best banners. These are the best banners in the game. There should be zero reason for you guys to hesitate and contemplate why you should be summoning or not for these units. These are the best 2 banners in the game, and they show themselves. So I'm going to show you guys one last preview of the banners that are coming. These 2 banners are going to be amazing. They were amazing on, of course, Global, and they're going to be amazing again on JP, and then they're going to be amazing again on Global, of course. So you guys can see we have about 55 minutes, and I'm just going to quickly, of course, go through the banner one more time with you guys. I did this, of course, 6 months ago, but I'm going to do this again just because we really need to. I just really need to stress the fact that you guys have to summon. Absolutely, you guys have to summon for these 2 units. It would be criminal not to. Now, I know given the Talabada celebration coming in November, you guys need time to save for the Vegeta and Trunks. We have plenty of time for that to save. The worldwide celebration, don't know if it could be Dragon Ball Super related, superhero. We'll see. But as for right now, this banner is very good. It's seeing the return of the worldwide celebration, the worldwide download celebration units in the Goku and the Frieza. This is the first time they're returning to Global since last year's celebration. So the 11th month wait is over finally, and you guys can start pulling for them or buy them with red coins if you're unlucky, unfortunately. Or, you know, hold your red coins because you might not summon the 2 new anniversary LRs. But for me personally, the Gods banner has interest for me because I did not pull Frieza last year's 350 million download celebration. So I'm absolutely going to do this. I'm going to summon probably for this unit first once the summons go live, when I go live later tonight, and then I'm going to come here to this banner for the Super Saiyan 4s, absolutely, because they're great too. And then there are very good TURs and LRs here. The Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, at the time of this banner's release on JP, we didn't know they were getting EZA. We were hoping, but we didn't know. And then when the EZA happened, they became 2 of the most insane units to run alongside this new LR. Then you have the last year's Golden Week units being the Goku and Vegeta. Absolutely great options to run, of course, as usual. STR LR Vegeta still very good. Int Evo Blue Vegeta has shown his age, especially when you can't rely on building up his damage reduction in the Ultimate Red Zone, where he'll get smacked very easily and there's nothing he could do about it. Honestly, the 3 anniversary units, oh, I have slept on them. They also get their EZA in part 2 of the anniversary. And part 2 or part 3? Part 3. I believe part 3, because we're going to get the TURs first. They also get their EZAs during this anniversary, and they are also pretty good. Fortunately, the 5-year anniversary LRs are stuck on the Gods banner, and we don't know when they're getting their EZAs. Hopefully next month during the worldwide celebration, but I hope so. UI Goku's still great. Buhan is still very good on villain teams. And then, you know, like I said, the Golden Week units are really good. This Super Saiyan LR Goku from Namek had a lot of controversy talked about, I saw recently, so that's still interesting. He's still solid in events where he can shine and really, you know, be used the way you need to use him. And with that, that is everything. Reminder, the tickets, there are going to be tickets with the rainbow tickets in part 2, and then also when the banners go live, you guys will be getting tickets as you summon. The first 3 steps, you'll get like about 9 tickets. And then after the free summons, every time you summon with stones for about 16 days with this 400-hour period, you guys will be getting tickets that you can use for ticket summons. And then there will be a Pilaf Tros pack, which will probably give us more tickets. The first pack will be maybe kind of cheap, and then the second pack and third pack will be a bit more expensive. So that is everything about these 2 banners. The anniversary is here. It's already here. And the banners are going live tonight. In 43 minutes from now, the banners go live. And with that, once again, I'm ready to go. I'm about to start setting up and go live, probably about 10 minutes from now. And with all that being said, thank you guys for watching the video. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment how many stones you have ready for the next 52 minutes to be splurged. I'm gonna go live soon. Comment how many stones you have ready How do you feel? Please don't be anxious about it. These 2 units will return in December and Christmas, so you'll have the red coins available to use if you summon a lot, right? And then subscribe if you're new, click the bell so you know when the latest Dokkan video goes live. And once again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one as usual.